Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this episode is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout, and you actually get $20 off your tickets. This is for first-time orders only. So if you guys have used SeatGeek before, just making like a new account, you can still use like a new email or phone number or something like that. Use code Hodge, it's my last name at checkout, and you get $20 off any ticket for absolutely any event in the entire world. So ladies and gentlemen, there's no confirmed news stories today, but we have a lot to talk about, so we're going to jump into this. But first off, I got to tell you guys, it's time. Go get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, so the first rumor of the day. So the WrestleMania 40 press conference is now concluded. It has now happened, and I know this is kind of old news. This happened a few days ago. SmackDown was last night. We'll be talking a lot about that as well. But this specific rumor is going to be about WrestleMania, not 40, but WrestleMania 41. So I talked about in the last news episode, this is kind of just like an update to that WrestleMania 41, its location is kind of rumored to be happening right now, and they might be announcing it at the press conference, but they didn't. The reason they didn't, because every year WrestleMania, the next year's location is always announced like during the actual WrestleMania show. But it was kind of interesting that they did the WrestleMania 40 like press conference in Las Vegas, and then everyone was like, WrestleMania 41 is gonna be in Las Vegas then. And actually, yes, it actually is, and that's why WWE, I guess one of the reasons they decided to do it there, plus Las Vegas kind of has a nice kind of charm to it. But basically, they've made a deal with like officials, or worked out details with like officials of the city and stuff like that to get everything worked out. And WrestleMania 41 is going to be in Las Vegas. However, it is not officially confirmed. It is not officially announced yet, but probably during the WrestleMania broadcast that will be happening for WrestleMania 40, they will be announcing the WrestleMania 41 location, with Las Vegas being the host, the city. That is where WrestleMania 41 is basically going to be. So that's been happening over there at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. WrestleMania 41 is going to have a Vegas theme going on, because it's going to be in Las Vegas. All right, the next rumor is about WrestleMania 40. So this one is about a rumored match for WrestleMania 40. There's a lot of rumored matches. There's a lot of craziness going around. Right now, kind of a lot of unpredictability and not really knowing what's going on, and being like, is this all planned out, or are they just making this up as they go? There's a lot going on. We're going to talk about it all in this episode, but basically, this one's about a kind of side match. This is about one of the main events. So this one is actually about the Usos. So they are still planning that like rumored match of Uso versus Uso, WrestleMania 40. This will be happening. I'm not sure on which night, but on one of the nights of the card, we are in fact going to have the match. We're going to have Jey Uso taking on his actual twin brother, Jimmy Uso, in a match against each other, because they're fighting right now. They're going to settle it inside the ring at WrestleMania 40. All right, the next rumor is about Triple H. So this one's about Triple H and the creative process, and multiple kind of things about Triple H. There's like people going on, is Triple H wrestling? Because they kind of build up the tensions with The Rock and Triple H. And no, Triple H, I don't think Triple H is wrestling. I don't think Triple H, it's very likely the guy will never wrestle again, because the doctors have advised him against that since he had the heart attack. So I don't think they're building for that or anything. That's just a mini rumor there. But the main thing about Triple H we're talking about here is his creative duties. So if you guys don't know, Triple H is the head of creative for the WWE. He's making up all the decisions for creative and what matches are happening and what matches are even happening at WrestleMania 40. So he's making all these decisions. So there's a lot of questions right now being like, okay, so why did Cody win the Rumble? Was the plan Cody versus Roman Reigns for the title? That was the Triple H idea, and then The Rock just joined the board, and then they kind of pushed The Rock into doing WrestleMania, or The Rock kind of pushed his way into doing WrestleMania. Then The Rock got added, and they forced Triple H to change the match. Apparently, that was the rumor going around as of last week. But this one is saying no. So here is the actual deal. Going in way before the Royal Rumble, Triple H knew that the plan for the WrestleMania main event was going to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock. That was the main event, and he still booked Cody Rhodes to win the Rumble for some reason, which ultimately worked out since CM Punk got injured. But he still booked him to win the Rumble. And Triple H, I guess, was kind of just thinking, hey, this will make Cody like an underdog. If he gets like, it looks like he's going to have this shot against Roman, and then we rip it away, and then it'll be the underdog. And then by the time we're ready, like next year's WrestleMania, Cody's really gonna have a large fan base, because they have a great story, because he's been denied. I don't think Triple H was even expecting the giant like outpour of fans going crazy about Cody having a spot taken away this year. They're like, screw this. They were just not going to be patient. They were not going to wait. They weren't going to feel bad for Cody. They were going to hijack the freaking show and demand we have Cody this year. So I believe that's honestly what was going on. They were trying to build Cody's story to make it just look like he got denied. The fans have hijacked the show and made them change the thing. So ultimately, if you guys don't know, the match is now, of course, Cody and Roman. They changed it back. and The Rock kind of on the side now. Was this always the plan? To have The Rock join Roman together and have the bloodline to be like a big bloodline? Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe the fans hijacked the thing. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of... we don't really know. I mean, ultimately, I can just ramble. Honestly, we don't know. This is like the line right now. What is real and what is not real? What has been changed? What is, the fans made them change, or does it just appear like the fans made them do that? Do they really have us in the palm of their hand, knowing exactly how we're going to react, and they're actually have it all planned to change things specifically? I don't know, but this is a really great thing. This is a really great time in wrestling right now, a great time in WWE, because it's making my brain almost freaking explode, and it's wonderful. All right, we're gonna move on to the next rumor here. The next rumor also is gonna line up with everything, because this is pretty much the biggest thing happening in all of wrestling right now. This one is gonna be about The Rock. So The Rock, here's the thing, The Rock's back. He's back in WWE. He's joined like the bloodline. He's with like Roman now. As you saw, they were walking out of the press conference together. They're just together because, you know, the family, and they're stick together. They're not gonna be enemies wrestling each other. So the main question going out of the press conference is going, okay, so we have Cody versus Roman. Okay, that's fine, but The Rock, what's the plan for The Rock at WrestleMania? Is The Rock gonna be at WrestleMania? Is he just gonna be Roman's in Roman's corner at WrestleMania? Is The Rock gonna have a match at WrestleMania? Is what's gonna happen? Honestly, from what all the sources know, they don't really know anything. Like, no one of these backstage people know absolutely anything about anything for The Rock. They're just kind of guessing, and some of them are like, maybe they're just making it up as they go along for The Rock's plan. Maybe they actually did have to change the match because the fans hijacked the show. We'll just have to wait and see. Honestly, we don't know. The Rock could have a singles match against someone. It could be like something, but is that what The Rock's wanting to come back in the ring for like the first time in literally years? I don't know. And then this is going to bring us into this. So this is actually the final news show. The final thing we talked about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. This is about also the same thing. I don't know what to put up on the screen. What do I put up on the screen? I guess it's still about The Rock's plan, but this is also about other people. So basically, there's some questions right now. We have a whole nother question. Maybe this is more about Seth Rollins. I don't know. But basically, like, Seth Rollins doesn't have a match for his championship. The Rock doesn't have a match. Or even Rock and Rollins wrestle each other, maybe? I don't know. And then you get the whole thing of being like, Elimination Chamber's coming up. Do we have the winner of the Elimination Chamber be the #1 contender for Rollins and go after his title? Maybe this is going to be Drew McIntyre. But then what's happened to The Rock, and then all this other stuff, just make your brain explode. Then Seth Rollins is injured, he's healing off injury. So there's a lot going on right now. But basically, there's this rumor of a tag match, actually, between, get this, so it would be Roman Reigns teaming up with his cousin The Rock to take on the team of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. So that's interesting, but the press conference kind of like made you think they were going to do that, but like Seth was protecting Cody and they were like together against Rock and Roman, and it was like, oh, this is like a tag match. Like, get Teddy Long out here and say, player, let's start this tag match up. So that seemed like what was going on, but maybe night 1 of Mania they would do that, because night 2 is definitely going to be dominated with Cody and Roman. So night 1, maybe they're going to do that tag match to have The Rock in it, teaming with Roman and having like the bloodline thing going. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And honestly, I don't know. This might be the route they go, considering Seth Rollins has a leg injury and he's been healing that up, trying to get it ready for WrestleMania. The Rock hasn't been in the ring in a little while, so maybe they want to do something where they're more limited inside the ring. Right now, for those two people, maybe the tag match would make more sense. But at the same time, the winner of the Chamber facing Rollins, I don't know. There's a lot going on. We don't have a lot of answers. We'll just have to wait and see. It appears that things are just kind of piecing together and falling in place as they go, and they don't really have like a solid plan. Or maybe it's just designed to appear that way. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on these rumors and the plans and everything, what you guys think in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.